So I'm just hanging out here with the goats in the corral, just double checking because it's like minus 20 degrees Celsius today and we're supposed to get a really big snowfall, about 13 centimeters, which is crazy. So I'm just out here checking on the goats. We finally have true Canadian winter here. And these guys all look amazing. They've all got really thick coats. Like cashmere is what they grow underneath, and everybody's got really great, amazing looking coats. So, just about dropped my camera there. So, they're bedded up pretty good with some canola straw, and I see them laying in here at night, and they all look, these guys look really good for being outside, so. I'm in the barn now, just feeding goats. It's been a while, I think, since I've showed you guys. So, there's one group. We've got Samurai and his two ladies that he's left with. And then some wethers and one buckling. And we still have to feed these guys. They're some just young does, some more young does. And then I have still this big group in the back here. And everybody's looking pretty decent. So I'm really happy with that. We put some de-icers in last night. So that's looking really good. Except, of course, we didn't double check, I guess. I thought we did, but we forgot one. So it's not plugged in and this bowl froze. So we're just gonna thaw out the water with some boiling water because we have a water boiler in our little well house just in case stuff like this happens. But yeah, everybody in here looks pretty good too. So winter has finally come to Saskatchewan and we're doing all right.
So my silly self left this lovely machine outside and it wouldn't start because it was too cold. So we had to use the heat cannon. It's diesel powered, so it's just kind of plugged in for electrical and then powered by diesel. And we used that to heat up the engine. And my brother was kind enough to help me out with all of this finagling because I honestly have personally never really had to deal with this kind of stuff before. At the dairy farm, there was always somebody else doing this kind of thing. And I was always just looking after the animals and making sure that they were okay. So a lot of these things that are freezing up now are first times for me to deal with. So now I'm able to learn how to do all this stuff on my own. But I'm really appreciative of all the help that I get. We eventually got it started with the charger and the heat cannon, so there it is. You can see that it's on.
So, we are currently in the deep freeze. It was minus 39 degrees Celsius this morning. And for anybody that's never experienced that kind of cold, it's colder than what your freezer is. So, went through a silly little thing, which was completely my fault. I failed to take care of the skid steer, so it wouldn't start on Sunday. I'd used it Saturday, it wouldn't start Sunday. And finally got it started yesterday, and yesterday was Thursday. Woke up this morning to go feed cows. My car wouldn't start, even though I had it plugged in. Although I am 100% suspicious that it was the charging cord that I had it plugged into that wasn't working. It's one of those ones that doesn't have a light. It's like solid black on the ends. So I had it plugged in now and it's working. So I'm gonna let that run for a little while. And yeah, thank God for de-icers for in the water bowls, the buckets in the barn, because that yeah, that's a godsend. Make sure that the goats have water because, you know, that's the key to being healthy is drinking enough water. And I I have some goats here next to my house that are doing all right. My goats in the corrals. I had to take Fancy out because I'd put her in there like 2 weeks ago, I think. Had to take her out and put her back in the barn because she didn't look as good as the other goats were doing out there. So I took her out and put her in the barn again. And so it's just been monitor, and stress, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. These deep freeze temperatures are not fun. They're usually manageable if you're prepared and smart, but I was a little unprepared and I was not smart about it. So it comes back to bite you in the ass eventually if you go through life like that here in Saskatchewan, Canada in the winter. So everything is kind of working for now. We'll see how that holds up. But yeah, just a lot of unnecessary stress. So I had to use my mom's car here to get back home to start my car. So I'm just, yeah, like I said, gonna leave that running, and then I'm gonna go back to my mom's place to go eat lunch, and then get somebody else to drop me off so that I can work on my own yard for this afternoon before I have to go milk cows. Yay for winter!
So I just wanted to quickly pop on here and mention that these goats that are in the corrals are still doing really good, even though it's this cold. And we did have to deal with a little bit of frozen water bowls, but I'll let you guys in on what happened there in the next video. For now, that is going to be it for today's video. Here's a little video of me frozen. But yeah, thanks for tagging along, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.